What's up you guys, it's Ben and welcome back to my channel where we talk about everything there is related to selling on Amazon. So over the last few weeks, a couple of students and people just subscribed to my channel have been commenting and asking questions as to what exactly do they need to provide, or what kind of information do they need to provide to get their products ungated in certain categories. I already spoken about this in a lot of my tutorials and my course as well, that some niches and some categories will require further approval. In some niches you simply won't be allowed to sell at all because your account may be new or they may not be accepting new applications. In some instances they may require you to provide product pictures, maybe the CE marking or declaration of conformity, or in other cases they may just ask you to provide an invoice. An invoice, a simple invoice that they will accept to show that your products are legitimate and therefore have been received and bought from a legitimate supplier. And in today's video what I want to do is just show you how to create this invoice that you 100% will make sure to get Amazon approved by, and there won't be any issues, because Amazon is very particular when it comes to receiving various documents from their sellers. It has to be in their format, it has to be in their order, and everything, and I mean everything, has to basically reconcile exactly to what they have on the system. So in this video what I want to do is just show you exactly how to create an invoice to make sure you can provide the right information to Amazon and therefore get your products ungated and for sale effectively on Amazon FBA. And with that being said guys, if you are interested in selling on Amazon and you really want to take this seriously, then please don't forget to check the links down below for my own personal mentorship, where I will personally help you and guide you every step of the way on Amazon FBA. Otherwise guys, if you're running on a relatively lower budget but you still want to use some of the business tools that I use and recommend, then please don't forget to check the links down below for awesome, by far the most reliable e-commerce accountants that I personally use myself, and with my link you'll get £100 off. A Helium 10, the best product research tool, and with my link you'll get 50% off. Or Pioneer, Amazon's FBA own approved business bank account to start off your Amazon journey. And with that being said guys, let's get straight to the video. Alright guys, so first things first, what you need to do is Google invoicegenerator.com, and this is the website that I want you to come on to create your first invoice to submit to Amazon FBA. Now, what are the fields and what are the important fields that you have to pay extra close attention? And let's start from the top. Add your logo. You don't have to worry about it. Nobody really cares. The invoice number, instead of putting 4, I would actually put a random sequence of numbers to make it a little bit more realistic as opposed to just your very first invoice effectively. Now, who is the invoice from? This has to be coming from your supplier. So what does that mean? You have to basically come across or find a UK based supplier that could potentially supply you those products, okay? And you have to put in their details, i.e. their company name, their address, and their potentially contact phone number. So I would just put down your supplier over here, but it has to be a UK based supplier. You cannot put your Chinese suppliers because Amazon won't accept that, and it has to be a UK based supplier that can very easily be found on Companies House. Next up, what I would do is bill to. This has to be your address and your company name. Remember guys, it's not you that are dealing with Amazon FBA, it is your company that is dealing with Amazon FBA. So therefore, this is your company, and you have to put in your company name, your company address, your company number, i.e. the phone number, and any sort of other contact details that you may find. The more information that you provide on this invoice, the better, the more chance of you getting ungated and approved by Amazon. The next thing I would say is go on to description or service or product. This is where I would put the product title, okay, or at least part of the title, and I would also add the UPC code. Okay, so basically for those of you don't know, UPC code is effectively the unique product code, the unique identifier. I think it's a universal product code or something like that, that you basically have to type in every single time you create a brand new listing. By typing in the product title as well as that unique product identifier, Amazon exactly straight away knows that this is coming from this UK based supplier to the seller that we have currently on the system for this particular product, whose UPCs match up as well. And it's really important you do that. Next up, quantity. Quantity, you can put anything here in a moment, but in my personal opinion, I always go for a safe number of 500 units. Next up, rate as well. This doesn't really matter, and you can put whatever you want effectively, because Amazon don't really care how much money you spent on that particular product. So in this case, I'll just put 1.5 just for this sake example. Next up, I would put notes, effectively thank you for your custom. Most invoices will have some sort of notes effectively, and then terms, you could potentially put your bank details if you want, or you can just leave it blank. I personally don't think it matters that much. Okay, so just to recap, we have your supplier, i.e. his name, the company details, the company address, and the phone number. We have your company name, your company details, your company's phone number, the product title, as well as the product UPC code. Thank you for your custom, the quantity, and the rate as well. Next thing we have to do is choose the date. Now the date has to be really important, and it has to be within the last 3 months. So as the recording of this video, the 6th of December, I would just put 1st of December. Okay, the payment terms would be upon receipt. Okay, so you just type that in, and then due date, I would put a week from that 1st of December, so 8th of December effectively. Now, like I said, as long as the dates are within the last 3 months, it's all that matters. The PO number, I would leave that blank. The next thing that's really important here is to change the currency from USD to GBP. Okay, so what we have to do is we simply have to click on this, and then we type in GBP and click United Kingdom pound. Okay, so now everything that we put in is actually in Great British pounds, which is exactly what we want for Amazon. And last but not least, I would put in 20% tax, but not tax, but we would actually put that as VAT. Okay, and given it adds up to £900, we would put that as we've paid £900. And that's pretty much it, guys. Just to confirm, your supplier, your company, product title, all of the information here, a random sequence of numbers when it comes to the invoice, the currency has to be in Great British pounds, and the VAT has to be applied as well, especially if you are already a VAT registered business. If you're not, you can leave that blank. It's not the end of the world effectively. And once that's done, all you have to do is just click download invoice, and that invoice will actually be sent to you in a PDF file format. And that is exactly the format that Amazon requires for you to upload the invoice. And that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. I really hope you found it useful. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.